So I understand the debate is around the corner, September 18th. Can we get our viewers a little bit more prepped? Maybe you can share some information about what are the issues that the politicians will be talking about?
Okay, definitely. So first off, we wanted to have our politicians address systemic Islamophobia, which is something that affects Muslim youth in particular. So in a post 9/11 world, there's been a lot of talk about Muslim youth as radicalized, the places that we go to, such as mosques, as breeding grounds for terrorism.
Which is not the case.
Yeah, which is not the case. Definitely not the case. And so we wanted to have politicians talk about this. Then second off, we wanted to talk about this shift in Canadian citizenship as something that is a privilege rather than a right, and as something that the rights of citizenship can be revoked from you at any point if based on your behavior. So it's really
getting the perspectives of different politicians on that.
Exactly.
So Hussein, what about, are there any other issues that the politicians are talking about that's personal to you as well?
Jobs. You know, in Canada, there's a high unemployment with youth, especially in the Muslim community, so that's really important. Also, education. A lot of graduates are in student loans and are struggling to find work, so that's a really big issue. And that happens, and then we had to start thinking about what's happening in the whole landscape of Canada.
How are we making a difference?
How we're making a difference, how we're being involved, because it's not only that we get an education and we get a job, we want to be involved, we want to be part of the discussion, we want to be there, and we want to be present.
And right now there's a big emphasis on the Syrian refugee crisis, so is there any hope for the politicians to cover that aspect?
Yes, hopefully they could touch upon that aspect, because that's constantly in the media, and hopefully they could talk about it more in depth, help other refugees, and what they're going to do and what each party's platform is for that issue.
Sana, is there anything else, any other topics that you want to talk about?
Yeah, we also hope to have politicians talk about the future of activism in Canada. So currently a lot of environmentalist groups, Aboriginal rights groups, and other minorities feel like their activism is being challenged, and so we hope to ask questions about that as well.
And speaking of activism, how can people get activated on social media as they prep for the debate?
We have a hashtag Muslim Youth Debate, and it's that's how they can get active. So share it, post on Facebook, Twitter, just have a discussion, have it with your circle of friends, and look out for it in the live stream, and just be conscious of it, and then we can spread the message.
And the live stream link will be posted on your website?
Yes, that's biggerpicture.ca.
Perfect. I look forward to it. Thank you once again for coming on.
Thank you very much.